We truly believe that the top 10 are all Call of Duty games.
Also, we changed what we were rating from best games to worst games.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Certified Bad Takes. I'm your host with the most, even though Axel keeps trying to take it away from me, Karsten. I'm here today with Axel.
We want
Ben,
Karsten. We want
Luke,
Karsten.
And Eric. And if you've been following along, we've been doing the top 25 games since the year 2000. So today we're coming to you with games 10 through 6. Things are going to get a little crazy. Things are going to get a little hot. And I guarantee you, we're going to get way more off the rails.
I think this is going to go perfectly fine, and there's going to be no surprises.
I don't know.
Well, I think we lost the rails a long time ago, and I don't think we're anywhere near finding them.
That's the problem. Our train went off the rails already, but now there's a big-ass brick wall in front of us to crash into.
We are flying through the air, barreling towards disaster, and we're going to hit it.
It's like a Call of Duty train crashing scene where just the train crashes for about 7 minutes straight, and you're just like, how are things still crashing? That's where we're at right now.
And just like a Call of Duty game, we know that it's going to crash, but we don't know why it's crashing until we put it out.
Exactly.
Also, if you're confused why this became a top 10 Call of Duty, it's because we truly believe that the top 10 are all Call of Duty games.
Also, we changed what we were rating from best games to worst games.
Exactly. So with that,
I'm not welcome here.
It's like, I gotta figure a way out. With that, Eric, take us to number 10.
Excellent.
Because you've had like 38 minutes of time to think about it now.
Yes, and yeah, you would think like 30 minutes, like that's so much time to think about it. I want it to be in the top 10, but I don't think it will end up getting in the top 5, which is my last pick, unfortunately. I'm going to go with Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. It's like, it was the genesis of like the Soul series, and like it really set off that entire genre. So
wasn't
it really pushed them forward. It really pushed them forward. The game and map design was absolutely phenomenal. Extremely clean gameplay for the time. Just overall, such an incredible game.
Yeah.
It feels weird that it's going to be Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne, but no Elden Ring in the top 25.
I mean, Elden Ring is a great game, but like, it's a great game because they've built off of these other great games.
Yeah, to me, I think I really do see Elden Ring as kind of like the pinnacle of what the Souls formula has done, because it has done a lot of what all of the Souls games themselves did. Like, it does still have linear levels in like kind of like sub levels and stuff, right? You get to a castle and that castle is a linear level. That is essentially what those typical Souls games are. But the level itself is wrapped in the open world container that lets you approach it from a number of different ways, and it makes it much more accessible to a wider audience, which is the problem that so many Souls games have had for so long.
You can veto it.
No, I know. I'm just making the point that like I think Elden Ring is maybe, it's weird to say underappreciated, but maybe underappreciated within this group for what it does.
I agree with you on a lot of those points. My problem is that it is that way because of how much they've learned from the other extraordinarily good games, and that we're gonna have the same thing with the next one that comes out, because we get with every game he makes, we get closer and closer to what he is considering the perfect game that he wants to make, because he said that Elden Ring was much closer but not quite there. So every game he makes is going to get closer and closer because he's learning every time. And
I think putting Dark Souls 1, honestly, if somebody was like, here's the way I'm taking your Dark Souls 1 pick, is you put 100 Soulsborne fans together and you ask them to pick like one of the Soulsborne in a top 10, I think you get a 50-50 of Elden Ring and original Dark Souls. Either one of the picks. What?
I think you could even split again about almost every Souls game.
Dark Souls 3 has a solid portion of that.
And Sekiro and Bloodborne, sure.
Yeah.
I think the only one that doesn't get enough of the votes is going to be Dark Souls 2. My point is,
which is my favorite one.
There's 3 or 4 fantastic Soulsborns that if you picked at 10, I wouldn't question.
Yeah.
It's been picked. I just don't think there should be any other Soulsborne in the top 10.
You say that, but here I go. No.
Lies of P!
I agree with you. I think it needs representation. I think this is a good spot for it.
Yeah, like if somebody else had picked Elden Ring or Sekiro or Dark Souls 3, I would have not batted an eye.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, they were all considerations, but minor hedges got me for Dark Souls 1.
I think that's a valid pick, yeah.
Lucas, the next pick?
I think it's
Ben.
Ben.
Me.
Ben.
Ben.
All right.
Pick number 9.
So this is gonna feel a little weird putting here, and I may get some pushback on this, but I'm ready to defend it. At number 9, I'm gonna take Guitar Hero 3.
No pushback from me.
3?
3 is the one that had Through the Fire and the Flames, which is the most iconic rhythm game anything that's ever been done ever.
Sure.
I had Rock Band on my top 10, so Guitar Hero 3 is a perfectly fine pick.
The only argument I would have is 2, because 2 was like the seminal Guitar Hero.
It was the best one.
Yeah. 2 is the one I had on the list first, and then I thought about it some more. 2 is the one that, like, nostalgia for all of us wins, but 3 is the one that, like, catapulted Guitar Hero to, like, astronomical heights.
I'm looking at the set list for 3
feel
right
like
now.
Whenever anyone thinks about Guitar Hero, it's Guitar Hero 2.
I think of 3 personally.
So the thing he's got me on is that nobody knew who Dragon Force was until that game, and to this day, people talk about Through the Fire and the Flames.
Man,
so I think he's got us on impact there.
That set list is fucking insane.
2 and 3,
Yeah.
2 and
3 are both great. Even one's not bad.
I was considering whether we wanted rhythm games. I mean, like, obviously once somebody was like, I'm doing it again, but like I didn't know if I wanted them on the list just because they've kind of disappeared. But like,
so is StarCraft though with RTS.
True, which is also a good point. But I don't know. But the fact that like the soundtracks like had that big of an impact makes it like the impact is there even more so than in like the gaming space. Which is interesting.
I can still hear the rift of Black Magic Woman in my brain, and me just fucking like doing the wah-wah pedal like crazy. I can fucking still hear Bulls on a Parade for like the first time when I was a kid, which got me into Rage Against the Machine. I can still fucking hear Cult of Personality, and all I can think about is fucking CM Punk now. Like, that set list is, dude, the metal got me into Tenacious D. That game got me like into Tenacious D.
Like Freeze Pop, Let's Talk More Rock on Guitar Hero 2. Like, dude, but like finding out who Buckethead was, trying to play that goddamn solo, like
fucking Sabotage by the Beastie Boys was like my entry to that.
Dude, like, the Beastie Boys fucking.
Dude, don't get me wrong, Guitar Hero 2 is probably the better game, but I'm looking at both set lists, and I think I have fonder memories of Guitar Hero 3. I'm perfectly happy with that pick. I think it's a fun pick. Yeah, I love it.
There's not enough for me to contest, but I think 2 has hedges on it. But
yeah, like I said, 2 was the one I had originally slotted in my list, and then as I kind of thought about it some more, I was like, just because of the impact of 3, I'm going to give 3 the edge on that one. But like, I think it's kind of crazy the impact that Guitar Hero and Rock Band had, right? Like they introduced a generation to a lot of music that people had never heard before, and like we don't have that nowadays. Really, it's just like whatever you hear on the radio, whatever Spotify serves you up. There's no like, just you're forced to play this song, and then you just like through it you find cool shit that you then start to listen to, and like your musical like tastes are changed by that. Like a generation's listening habits were informed by these games, which how many games can say that, right?
I think there's one more thing that needs to be discussed about that game to compare 2 and 3 is 3 actually had a career mode. It's the first one that had the boss battles where you actually went versus bosses, which to me was a major part of the love of that game, is fucking like the back and forth, and you could play with your friends that way. Yeah, no, fucking A+. Love that game. Love that pick.
You just unlocked the core memory of playing the Devil Went Down to Georgia against the Devil
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
3 wins. 3 wins. Yeah.
Did Guitar Hero 3 also had one, didn't it? By Metallica?
Yes.
Yes.
But it was just one of the regular songs. It was not a bonus one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. You played it like to get to the devil. You had to play Metallica 1, Slayer, Raining Blood, and some other like ridiculous song. And then you have
Number of the
fight-
Beast by Iron Maiden. And Cliffs of Dover is the one you're thinking of, the ridiculous one. Because the basic ass riff of like Cliffs of Dover is the like and it's just a long string of just constantly
It's crazy how much this game affected my music taste.
Yeah.
All right. At 8, I believe it's Luke.
Yep. One of the greatest games ever made. Been in development for a very long
Oh
time.
my god.
It's already been vetoed.
I'm going with Dwarf Fortress.
It's been vetoed.
Ben already vetoed it.
You can't, like, what if I had said a different game? Would that have still been vetoed?
Yes.
I'm going to have to go with Shadow of the Colossus.
No
one-
arguments from me.
I have
Yeah, that
one
one always
question
has.
about it.
Yeah?
Are you using the original? Or are you using the remake?
The original.
Does it
I
matter?
haven't played the
If
remake.
as long as the game is the same. Oh, sorry. Is it a remaster or a remake?
It's a
It's
remaster.
a full-on remaster.
I'm going with the original here.
Okay, because the remaster is actually
Same
better.
game.
It's same, but they
did
go
improve it,
deeper
remember?
on the stories.
Okay. I haven't
Didn't
played
they
it.
also-
So it's great.
Didn't they also improve the controls?
Yes, the controls are improved. They added a little bit more of the story, and it's fucking gorgeous. I completely understand taking the original one though, but the remaster is mint.
Glad to hear they did a good job. I mean, honestly, a game that was ahead of its time. There's games that are like nowadays being like, how do we get people to climb on these bosses? That seems like a really good idea. Like they didn't try it again for like 10 years, man.
Yeah, if you have a chance to play the remake, I really recommend it. It came out on PS4,
Oh snap! Yeah, I might pick that up.
and the original came out
Yes.
when? 2011?
2005.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
2005. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like that game, for how good it looks and how well it plays, is insane.
Fair enough. That is a great pick. Honestly, right now, we are nailing it in the top 10. I know it's gonna get fucking contentious, but we are nailing it.
I got a chance to fuck it up right here.
Let's see it.
I almost don't want to make picks. I almost want to give up my pick rights.
Everyone else is doing so good. Just keep it going.
Pretty much.
Okay, so this is number 7. Fuck. Okay, there's so many games that belong to be here, but I'm just not gonna be able to get on this list.
Deceive Inc.
No. But at number 7, I'm going to put Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Like, there deserves to be a Metal Gear game on this list. Metal Gear 1 came out too early. I understand people think Metal Gear 2 is peak, and it is very good. But if there is one Metal Gear game you should play, either Delta or the original, it is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Is that the one with the boss that fucking like takes control of, like reads your save files and shit?
No, that's Metal Gear 1.
Okay.
Like, if I could put Metal Gear 1 here, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to put Metal Gear 3. Metal Gear
2004?
3, 2004. I believe.
November 17, 2004.
It's the one where you're basically playing a Cold War spy who has to go kill his mentor. You got to fight like a B-man, an astronaut that shoot fire at you, a dude who purrs like a cat and shoots revolvers. It's great. It is amazing.
Right now, the best year on the combining all of our picks together, the best year so far is 2013.
Shit.
2013 was a banger year.
3 games from 2013.
I really got to get into some Kojima games. Like every time I've heard about them, it's kind of like EVE Online, but I still want to play them more than I want to play that game. Where like I hear so many good stories about them, and I'm just like, I need to try this.
All right, that's what you got at number 6.
At 6. Oh, I hate this, guys. I hate this.
Wait, does this mean that it's almost?
I
my
mean, you're
turn again?
welcome.
Yep.
Yes.
Shit.
You're welcome to pick the one that I was gonna pick because I don't know that it deserves to be at 4.
I think it does.
Does it? Okay, I'm good with that.
I'm gonna
Remember,
be honest
you have
with
to
you,
convince
Ben.
3 other people that it deserves to be at
I'm
4.
going to be honest with you, Ben. I would consider putting it at 1.
I mean, I'd take it at 1. It's my favorite game.
I would consider putting it at 1. That's how much
But-
I love that game.
Again, you have to convince 3 other people that works.
We all know that the
So,
first thrown
sure,
out
you
immediately.
can convince other people, then you should take it in the safest spot you can.
I believe that Ben loves that game more than me, and taking it from him feels not okay. Also,
Okay, as long as it makes it on the list.
I think it needs to be. Well, I think it needs to be in the top 5. So I'm not
All
putting it at 6.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I'm going with a heart pick. I am worried that it's going to get fucking nixed, and that would mean that there's not going to be any of these games on the top 25, which I would find to be completely wrong, and I would be really upset about it. I'm going with one of my all-time favorite games.
Vetoed. I'm joking.
You can't put Dwarf Fortress here.
Say Dwarf Fortress.
I'm going to make a pick for a game I know a few of you love. I'm going to take Resident Evil 4. I will take
Which
the
one?
remake just because it gives more of the story, and it's just better controls, better story, like everything about it is just better. I understand the love for the original, but to me, the remake is perfect. So I'm going with RE4, the full remaster.
Well, it's a whole different, like, yes, it's still got the core of RE4 to it, but they add like entire play sections.
Yes, yep.
They change like parts of how the game is. So like, it's its own thing, and it's crazy how good that game is.
Yeah, I'm picking RE4, the remaster. Remaster, remake, I don't give a shit how it's called.
That was a good choice because I'm not sure it should have gone higher than this. I do believe that one of them deserves to be in the top 15. I think it's a little high here, but I don't think it's too high.
I actually think it's.
I think this is about the limit of.
I think it should probably be in the top 3, but
I think it should be top 5, but maybe not top 3, but it should be in like. 4
I think
or 3.
6. I think 6 is a good spot for it, if I'm being honest, because like it's one of those things where like you either love it or you don't care for it. I'm on the fence about it. I was never super attached to really any of the Resident Evil games, but I remember when 4 came out, it was all any of my friends would talk about for honestly, it was probably years that they kept talking about that game.
I gotta be honest, I have been thinking for the last 2 of my picks, maybe 3 of my picks, where do I pick RE2 remake and where do I pick RE4 remake? And I was like, I can only get one. I know that if I put one in early, I won't get a second one later. But I want to give a shout out to RE2. That game is also fucking amazing. Fuck, man. I absolutely love that game. If you've never played RE4 remake, please do yourself a favor. It's just a masterpiece.
All right, well, shit, that was picks 10 through 6. Actually, not off the rails. I'm proud of you guys.
That is our best group of 5.
Yeah.
That is
Honestly, I don't know that we've
cool.
ever made a better series of 5 picks in any video ever.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
I go from like. This is just a good list in general in my book. I'm really happy with this list.
I don't know about all that now.
I think
That the whole list, I'm not 100% sure about. Those 5 picks, minus Luke's obsession with trying to get nonsense on the list, was pretty good.
we're gonna have to start a second YouTube channel called Certified Good Takes. All the good videos will go there. This will be the only one on that channel so far.
Yeah, that was picks 10 through 6. Everybody, let us know what you think in the comments. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't. We think we did a pretty good job. Not too many misses there. It was pretty solid overall. We promise to get back to the bad takes from 5 to 1. But yeah, let us know what you think. We love to interact. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Roblox, Fortnite, all of those making the top list.